You are not short on data. You are overdosing on certainty. If information solved the problem, your last 10 decisions would be clean by now. Challenge yourself for 10 seconds. Name one decision you are proud of. Now, name the exact numerical odds you gave it before it worked. Not the story you told after the win, the odds you calculated before the world answered. Most people cannot do it. You tell yourself you just need a few more facts to make the right call. But facts do not enter a clean mind. They enter a mind that already has a favorite answer. You weigh friendly facts like gold and hostile facts like dust. More information does not make you clearer. It makes you better armed. The habit of asking, "What do I think?" protects your first guess. Left unscored, that guess becomes a flag. Then the flag becomes a tribe, and the tribe becomes your fortress. The mind does not fear being wrong. It fears being seen changing shape. The scarce thing in your life is not access to data. It is calibration. Your unpriced confidence is an emotional defense mechanism masquerading as strategy. In the book Superforecasting, Philip E. Tetlock and Dan Gardner strip this costume off. They do not offer a trick for seeing the future. They provide a clinical, biological feedback loop for scoring your contact with reality. The first trap you fall into is treating your specific situation as exempt. You start with the inside story, the highly detailed narrative of why your project or your company is special. Tetlock requires you to ignore that narrative entirely. Instead, you must start with the base rate. Before asking what feels unique, you ask what historically happens in the broader reference class. The base rate overpowers your inside story, stripping away the ego's demand to defy standard probability. Abandoning your claim to being a special case is mandatory. If you skip this step, the ego hijacks the analytical process and uses your intelligence to build elegant excuses. If you want to hide, use words like probably or maybe. These terms sound nuanced, but they are shelters for intellectual cowardice. They allow you to claim you are right no matter what happens. Probability is an honesty meter. When you assign exact numerical odds, say 80% or 51%, you force yourself to publicly price your appetite for risk. A forecast without a score is just a feeling in formal clothes. Next, you establish an update trigger. You must define the exact evidence required to change your mind before it arrives. This pre-commitment stops heroic excuses after a miss. Evidence must have formal permission to change you. Data only has the power to improve your judgment if you granted the authority to trigger an update. Otherwise, it is just noise. Wrong calls are expensive. Defended wrong calls compound. When you protect a forecast because it has your face on it, you teach your mind that eloquent justification outranks actual accuracy. Biology gives us the cleanest analogy. An immune system survives by sampling, updating, and learning what belongs. A cell that rigidly hardens its walls against all external material shrivels and collapses. A rigid belief system does the exact same thing to judgment. Think of your mind as a glass compass in a storm. Its entire value and dignity lie in its willingness to move in response to the environment. The needle is not ashamed to move. Revising your belief based on an update trigger is not a public confession of weakness. It is a necessary clinical calibration of the intellect. Before you do anything else tomorrow morning, take one pending decision. Write it down as strict odds, name one specific doubt, and set one hard update trigger. Beliefs are forecasts, not flags. If you choose not to score and update them, you are making an active choice to remain intellectually trapped, leaving you alone with the true cost of your unpriced certainty.